14 days to go to the greatest show on earth. Welcome to Football Fix. I'm your host, Garfield Jones, and beside me, backed by popular demand, the man who is a walking football encyclopedia, my Brazil brother and coach, Andrew Price. What's up, coach?
I'm here, waiting for the big day to start.
Yeah, we tried with an Argentine last week. We tried with a Frenchman before, but they say Brazil do it better, so I guess that's why we're back. You feel the fever yet?
Yes, definitely. It's getting fever pitched.
Fever pitch?
Yes, definitely.
All right. On tonight's show, we're going to be fixed on some new technology that's been added to the matches. Possible injuries, team quarantines, and lots more. But our big discussion later on will be on the GOATs of football. But before we get there, let's dive into what's been happening. So this is called our World Cup news. First and foremost, this ball is the talking point, the Adidas Tri-Onda. It's the official match ball for the 2026 World Cup, and it has to be charged before each game. It features an advanced 4-panel design and is equipped with a rechargeable internal 500 Hz motion sensor and AI to assist the VAR system with precise real-time tracking of every touch and kick. Coach, what do you think?
Technology, especially in a World Cup where there's so much at stake, you can't get things wrong, so the ball is going to aid in making sure the right decisions are made by the referees.
Every World Cup we see an advance in the ball. Every World Cup has something different, but this must be the most advanced ball we've ever seen at a World Cup.
Without a doubt, this is the first ball that has 4 panels. We have moved from 32 panels all the way back in 1970, now to 4 panels that are thermally sealed with a sensor in there, so we can know if a ball went over the line, whether it's a penalty, So it's very technologically advanced, and it's good for the game.
Yeah, go out and get yours, just US 170. All right. Now, Spain said no to their Real Madrid players. Who is missing from this Real Madrid team that could have been on the Spain squad?
Well, people like Dani Carvajal, you'd expect a defender of that stature to have been there. But as you know, Real Madrid didn't have a particularly good season, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of the Real Madrid players aren't involved in the squad. But surprisingly, a lot of Real Madrid players from other countries have made their World Cup team. So it's kind of unfortunate. But guess what? The coach picks his 26 players. The 26 players he believes is most reliable and committed, and he's going to go with those individuals.
Yeah, I think Carvajal is the only name I've been hearing bandied about, but no Real Madrid, tough luck. Now, this one it's closer to home. Since the 1986 World Cup, not one Liverpool player will be in the English squad. Now, as a Liverpool fan, I'm not thrilled, but we kind of heard the rumors, and most of the stars at the Liverpool team are overseas based. Any surprise?
No surprise. Everybody's talking about Alexander Arnold. He should have been in the team, but I didn't think he had a good season. He was injured for majority of the season. Came back pretty late. That would be the only glaring one, I would think. But I don't think anybody lighted the skies from Liverpool this season to have been involved in the England squad.
Some Liverpool connection, though. Jordan Henderson, Jarrell Quansha, and of course, Rio Ngumoa is also traveling with the team as part of the training team. But we'll be back. Now, so with concerns about Ebola and news coming out that anyone coming to the U.S. from the Democratic Republic of Congo, they had to quarantine for 21 days. Now, the good thing for the team is that team, as a matter of fact, who killed the Reggae Boys' dream, most of the players and technical staff, they're based outside the country, and the team moved their training base to Belgium. They'll face Portugal on June 17. Good news for the DR Congo team.
Well, definitely, especially for the players, but not good news for the fans. A lot of the fans now will be denied visa entry into the United States, so they won't have a lot of crowd support unless you have individuals from the DR Congo that reside in the United States. So that's a big setback for them, but they're going there to perform.
And I think this is where FIFA will have to now step in and probably refund those folks who have bought their tickets and so on.
Yes, the fans are already asking for a refund since they won't be able to get into the country. So let's see how FIFA works that out with the fans who have already purchase tickets.
See, Congo, you should have let Reggae Boys go. Anyway, Messi fans, they got a scare last weekend when the star had to be subbed off in the 73rd minute of an Inter-Miami game. Now, he was shown walking off the pitch, holding his hamstring. We did our research for all the Argentina fans. Johnny, he's fine. He should be okay. He was diagnosed with an overload associated with muscle fatigue, so there's no tear or structural damage. Big worry there for Argentina.
Yes, but at this time of the year, any player that is involved in club football, a lot of eyes will be on that individual, even if he tweaks eyelid. So it's very important that the players go through the next 2 weeks injury-free so that they can go into camp with their various teams so they can perform at this World Cup.
More on Messi later on. He'll be in the GOAT conversation. Now, another new rule for this year, whether it's an open-air stadium or climate-controlled, FIFA will include mandatory 3-minute hydration breaks, 22 minutes into both halves of every match, effectively splitting matches into 4 quarters. Coaches are allowed to talk to their teams in these breaks. US kind of got their way with this.
Finally. They finally got their way where you'll have 4 breaks in the 22nd minute in the first half and the 67th minute in the second half. These breaks will be now mandatory. It gives the coaches the opportunity to speak to the players while they rehydrate. And as FIFA stipulated, it's going to be mandatory for all games, no matter what time of the day it's played.
4 quarters in football, who would have thunk it, eh? Now, the Iranian national football team, they have officially relocated its base camp to Tijuana in Mexico after the United States declined to host the squad overnight on U.S. soil. Basically, they'll travel back and forth to the U.S. for all their games. Now, the U.S. government says it's a safety concern. What's your take on that?
Well, I think it's practical when you look at it, both for the Iranian team and the United States. The United States doesn't want any incidents to happen while the team is there. So the team has made up their mind that they will traverse for each game and travel back immediately after each game back to their base so that they can guarantee their safety.
What about fatigue for the players?
Well, I think that is where the technical staff and the physiotherapy and the medical staff come into play, where they'll have to do a lot of recovery and rehabilitation and do the best they can with the circumstances.
All right, so it's going to be a festive World Cup come June 11, and on the other side of the break, we'll talk legends. Football Fix. We'll be right back.
Messi, my ball, man.
Messi is number 1.
What do you say, Neymar?
Kind of like Neymar, you know. Because you don't know, say, our Brazil baller that same way.
So cannot beat, cannot.
CR7. All the way.
Neymar.
Neymar are my baller, but them say Christian the real goat, but Neymar are my goat.
No, I don't want to know about Neymar. You go on about Messi, Lionel Messi.
Unbelievable skills. Nobody have skills to match Christy. He do things with the ball that you don't expect.
Messi. Always be Messi, but me I support Brazil.
All right, so definitely in agreement with some of those, but we want to talk about the originals and what makes them great. And I guess we're both going to be biased because the first person we want to talk about is the great man, Edson dos Nascimento. That's Mr. Pele. Where do you stand on the GOAT debate as far as Pele is concerned?
Well, before we go into that, I just want to say that we have to look at players in various eras.
Yeah.
So I don't like to compare players from different eras. But if we look at the era of the 60s and 70s, definitely it would be Edson Arantes Nascimento, Pele.
When we look at the stats for Pele, 92 appearances, 77 goals scored, 32 assists, played 14 matches, 12 World Cup goals, and 4 appearances at the World Cup. Does he rank as great based on those stats?
Without a doubt. At age 17, he scored 5 goals in his first World Cup. 1962, he got injured, but still scored goals in that World Cup. 1966, he was kicked out of the World Cup, basically. by Portugal, where they attacked and assassinated him. And in 1917, came back after contemplating retirement and led Brazil to their third World Cup title.
All right, good for me. All right, we go to Argentina now, where we look at the man Diego Armando Maradona, one of the most controversial GOATs, we can say. If you look back at 1986, you can understand what we're talking about. Does that take away from his legacy as a GOAT?
No, I don't think it takes away. When you look at the body of football that Maradona played, I believe that he can be considered the GOAT of the 80s and 90s. He was an excellent and exceptional player. I still believe he's the best left-footed player that was ever birthed. So I believe that Maradona has to get his kudos for being an excellent player.
The newer generation will have lots to say about that when we talk about Messi later on. But 91 caps, 8 World Cup goals, 21 World Cup appearances in 4 World Cups. He's up there. And we go to Portugal now. We talk about the younger GOATs. This is Cristiano Ronaldo, who will be playing his 6th World Cup. The only one of the 4 that we're going to be talking about that has never lifted that trophy. But we're going to talk about that after the break. When we come back, Cristiano Ronaldo takes the spotlight. We'll be back with more. This is Football Fix, and tonight we're talking greats. Earlier we focused on Pele and Maradona. Now it's all about the youngsters. It's Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. First up, Messi.
Lionel Messi, centre forward, is widely regarded as one of the greatest football players in history. Born in Rosario, Argentina, Messi showed extraordinary talent from a young age and joined FC Barcelona as a teenager after moving to Spain. He officially made his senior international debut for the Argentina national team in 2005 and went on to make his World Cup debut in 2006 at the age of 18. Messi has played in 5 FIFA World Cup tournaments: 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018 and 2022. He holds the all-time record for the most World Cup matches played by any player in history with a total of 26 appearances. Messi became a global icon, winning numerous league titles, UEFA Champions League trophies and multiple Ballon d'Or awards. Known for his incredible dribbling, vision, passing and goal-scoring ability, he broke countless records during his career. After several heartbreaking final losses, he finally achieved international glory by leading Argentina to victory at the 2022 FIFA World Cup against France. Messi's performances in the tournament earned him the Golden Ball Award as the competition's best player. Lionel Messi is expected to retire from the Argentina national team and international football following the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
That was Lionel Messi, and the last part of that said he's going to retire. We said that 2022.
Yeah, he's one of the 40-plus club that will be playing the World Cup this year. He, along with Cristiano Ronaldo and Noah, are 40-plus, so you never know. Maybe he has another World Cup in him.
Earlier you said you rated Maradona as the best left-footed player you've ever seen.
Yes.
Where does Lionel Messi rank?
He's one of the greatest players I've ever seen. You have to give him credit. He's excellent. He shrugged off the club bully vernacular after winning the World Cup last year. So he definitely has the edge over the 2 young GOATs in Cristiano Ronaldo and himself. And I believe that you have to win a title to be considered one of the greats. And I believe that Messi has delivered on all fronts, and you have to give him the credit he deserves.
One of the 4 that has not lifted the World Cup is Ronaldo. So our feature is next on Mr. Portugal, CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo, centre forward, is one of the most successful and famous footballers in history. Born in Funchal, Portugal, Ronaldo rose from humble beginnings to become a global icon. He began his professional career with Sporting CP in Portugal before joining Manchester United in 2003. Cristiano made his senior international debut for Portugal also in 2003 in a friendly match against Kazakhstan. He was just 18 years old when he came on as a substitute in the second half to help secure a 1-0 victory. Cristiano Ronaldo has played in 5 FIFA World Cup tournaments: 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, and 2022. He is the all-time leading goal scorer in men's international football, having scored well over 130 goals and has earned over 200 international caps, making him the most capped male player in the history of international football. Known for his athleticism, powerful shooting, heading ability, and incredible goal-scoring record, Ronaldo has broken countless football records throughout his career. Ronaldo has been a long-time captain and inspirational leader. He later enjoyed legendary success with Real Madrid, winning multiple UEFA Champions League titles and Ballon d'Or awards. One of his greatest achievements came when he helped Portugal win the UEFA Euro 2016 title, the country's first major international trophy. Cristiano Ronaldo is set to play in a record 6th World Cup after being selected in Portugal's provisional squad for this year's summer tournament. Now, these greats won't be at another World Cup. Well, we'll see. Or so they say. Remember, they pulled Manuel Neuer out of retirement, so anything is possible. Where does Ronaldo rank as a GOAT? You say you have to win a title. He has not won any. He wears the GOAT title?
He has won a European title, but he hasn't won a World Cup. But he has to be mentioned along the greats of football, and definitely his performance over the years, over his career, has shown that he's one of the greats, and he definitely has to be recognized as one of the best footballers.
Is it just down to stats that would make a footballer be ranked as great?
Not only stats, but you have to attain something, you have to achieve. And driving your team to success is very important. And Messi did that when he won his last World Cup after several failures. And I believe the only way that Ronaldo will really exercise those demons is actually winning the World Cup. And Portugal has a very strong team, and I believe that they should perform well at this World Cup.
But they won't win it.
I don't think they'll win it.
If you were to rank the 4 that we just discussed, I know you say you don't like to compare eras and so on, because Pele played in a rough and tough era. Where would you rank them and in what order?
I would rank Pele number 1, Messi 2, Maradona 3, and Ronaldo 4.
Okay, what would give Pele the edge over Messi?
I believe what Pele did at the World Cup, every World Cup, his World Cup background, didn't play at any big club in the world, always played at Santos. After he retired, he went to the New York Cosmos to help their fledgling league. I believe that an individual who hasn't played that amount of football, and every time he goes to the World Cup and dominates in the manner that he did, you have to give him a lot of credit.
I also want to ask about Maradona.
Yes.
He had his troubles off the field, and of course, that controversial goal back in 1986. Does that tarnish anything that he would have done on the field?
No, I don't think so. You have to look at the body of work of the individual, and Diego Armando Maradona was an excellent player. You could see what he did when he went to Napoli. He completely changed the city and the club and brought a lot of accolades there. Went to the World Cup, he has won a World Cup, went to a World Cup final after winning the World Cup. So credit has to be given to Maradona.
Yeah, the debate will continue about who is the GOAT, but if you ask us, you know where we stand. Now, last week we had a jersey giveaway courtesy of Maestro Sports. We have one more this week. Now, the question for you this week is, who is the youngest player to score in a World Cup final? I think Andrew gave it away already, but head on over to the Television Jamaica IG page and give us the answer, and you'll be in your team jersey courtesy of Maestro Sports. That's it for us here tonight on Football Fix. Thanks to my guest, Andrew Price. Next week, it's going to be a big week. We have an extra special guest and an extra special surprise and lots more to talk about as we get ready for 6 weeks of nothing but football. Now, on behalf of the entire production team and myself, thanks for watching. Center Circle